All right, we are live. We'll wait and see how many people we get in here. Who all do we have in here? Hey there, Annie Ann, Waka Waka. Can you hear me? Got a different, finally got a LED replacement and a new tripod. So we're trying different angles here. All right, good, good. That way I don't have to adjust the camera there. Hold on 1 second. Oh, all right. We'll give it a few minutes here. Like I said, I'm just trying to unwind myself. I was just coming off a Simple Life Reclaim. They're still going. And I believe that Dave said he'll be starting at 7. So we won't be going too long today. Let me pull up my chats here. All right. That way you're not looking at the back of my head there. Yeah. It was a pretty interesting weekend that out of Lake Brady. So we did really good. Like I said, I'll give it a few more minutes here and we'll get started. Cha, she's actually under the weather, so she's she's in the room laying down right now. Uh, who knows? Maybe she'll jump on or something here in a little bit. But hey, at home with Tom Miranda, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, but so yeah, she's laying down. She really wasn't feeling too good, a little worn out. Um, so she gives everybody her best, but she won't be on. Maybe, I don't know. She's laying down right now in the back room. Still got all these animals around me. Hold on, guys. Go lay down. Go lay down. All right. Well, so I don't know if you guys caught that 2 hour live session we did over the weekend out at Lake Brady. We had so much fun. It was a good time. We enjoyed it. We definitely needed that getaway break. We without work, so we didn't do any work on the cabin or the ranch itself. That's going to be this coming weekend. Hey, Emma, Sunny's Place. What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, we decided that the best thing for us to do last weekend was just kind of relax. Plus, it was Father's Day weekend, so I really didn't want to do too much. I just wanted to, enjoy the lake and possibly do a couple things around the ranch. But like I said, that really didn't happen. We just kind of kept it easy. Yeah, but coming back this week, of course, the case of the Mondays hit. We had a lot of stuff that had going on. And then here it is, Wednesday already. We can't wait for the weekend because, man, it's been packed going on here. And then, of course, Cha, she started feeling under the weather yesterday. So she's laying down in the room already after she got off of work. So I'm eating leftovers and sipping this. Uh, But yeah, we did have a good time. Minus her floaty, that was an epic fail. Yeah, she purchased a floaty on Amazon, thinking that was going to be one of those that she didn't have to blow up. You could just like flop the air into it, capture it, and seal it, and go about your. Yeah, it didn't work out. For those of you guys who've seen the live, it was entertaining to see that happen. But hey, what's going on, Tom? Thank you for stopping in. Hey, Vanessa Cruz. How's it going? Thank you for stopping in, guys. Yeah. So what happened, we got that. She told me she wanted that floaty out, right? So I got it out, rolled it open, and I was like, wait, this isn't a floaty. It looks like somebody's fishing pants. And so she's like, no, you're supposed to flop it and capture air and seal it, and it turns itself floaty. So time and time and time and try again. We just couldn't get that thing to hold air or capture air. And so at the end, she just had enough air in like one little cushion sections to where she just laid on that and sat in the water, contemplating the failure of the floaty. At least Cha-Cha did get the floaty, the little pineapple floaty for Lola. She actually enjoyed it. She was on there for a little bit, then she jumped off, started swimming with her sisters, the other two dogs that we did have out there. Oh, Annie, and you missed the live. Oh, it's okay. I mean, it's still on there. You can go back and just go through different spots. There was a spot where we were walking into the water and fell, and I was trying to hold the camera out of the water and still keep contact with everybody and try to hold Cha-Cha up from falling in it was entertaining none the least. And we had gotten there. I think we got there to the lake about 9:30 in the morning. Excuse me. And it was because we had gotten up early. Well, we went to sleep early when we got there. Woke up early. We were like, we didn't feel like making coffee. We wanted to go into town, grab some breakfast, get our supplies that we needed because we didn't actually get any of the supplies before we left to the ranch. So we just wanted to get in there and get it done fast. And ended up at the lake early. So we got there, got set up, moved around a couple times. And then from there, we just hung out, had our lunch, and drank our nice cold beverages until about 1 o'clock or so. We really hunkered it down, and then we got ready for the live. And the live was fun. We enjoyed having all you guys on there interacting with us. That was the first time we ever had been able to go live out there at the lake. Or, well, not ever been able to, but the first time we attempted to go live out there at the lake. We've did some Instagram stuff, just quick shots and things of that nature, but never tried or attempted an actual YouTube live. So that was pretty fun. And we were on for 2 hours. We probably could have stayed on a little longer, but like I said, 2 hours was long enough for us. And then after the camera cut off, we kind of cut loose a little bit more. So it was best that 2 hours was the mark for us. These coasters. All right, let's see what we got going on. We still okay? Everybody's saying hi to everybody. All right. Let's see. We got Vanessa and Tom are the last two in. Yes, Rancho Los Rosales. How's your guys' how's the cleanup going on out there at the ranch for you guys? Hold on, dogs. Can you stop? Sorry about that. We got all these dogs around here. I said our cleanup from May's storm. We're just now last Sunday morning, I was able to get out there and get a few things picked up, some trash and some debris moved around. But those storms out that way can be intense. Oh yeah, Annie Ann, cutting loose does sound fun. It was. We were able to just kind of sit down, relax, whooped out the drinks, and we just had a good time. Like I said, there was not as many people out as there was last year, which we contributed that to the water being as low as it had been, which was fine. We had our pick of several sections. Excuse me, I got something in my eye. We had our pick of several sections that we were able to kind of sit at with all the dogs and not have to worry about, too many people next to us or passing by disturbing the animals. So it was fun. We were able to just relax and have a good time. We did. I think we wrapped it up about, 6 or 7 to get back to the camp to cook. Oh, Emma just woke up from a nap. Must be nice. Man, sorry guys, I got something in my eye. Yeah, Josh just went laid down for her nap. She got off, and like I said, she wasn't feeling good. She started not feeling good yesterday, so she did go lay down. For those of you that just got on, she says, she wished she could be on here, but she just wasn't feeling good. So you can go yell at her. Make sure you put some comments in there, so when she rewatches this, she knows she was missed. Because this is all I got. Her squishy. This is what I got. That's it. That's my cha-cha for right now. Yeah, just a little under the weather. She doesn't have like a fever or anything. More than likely, it's probably just her allergies. They kick in pretty hard. She'll get migraines and get kind of stopped up and stuff. And so she just really kind of likes to stay to herself and lay down and try to sleep through it. That are all the medication she takes for the allergies and everything. Good Lord, I still got something in my eye. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so she's laying down. But if she could be here, she would. Unfortunately, you got to have half of the dynamic duo right now, which is, of course, me. Only me. But it's all right. We're still gonna relax and have a good time here, man. Say the moment you catch your hubby watching our latest video on TV. Oh, really, Emma? Yeah, see, everybody's missing the cha-cha. I know, me too. But I went in there right before I went live. I went in there to check on her, see if she was, if she was laying down asleep or if she was, faking it and going to come in here and surprise us. But yeah, she was already laying down. But you never know. She might get a wild hair and come on in here. Maybe. No, probably not. Even Lola Bear left me. She's in the room laying down too. So I'm just kind of like, I got the other two dogs and the cat's on the dryer. So I don't think she counts. She's not even visible. Because I was hoping she was sing Las Mañanatas for your birthday. Oh, Emma, is today your birthday? When is your birthday, Emma? I might have to go wake her up. Sorry about that, guys. That's the wrong coaster. I usually have a salted coaster, so it doesn't do that. Yeah, so back to the important thing. When is your birthday? Uh, oh, it is today. Oh, man. Okay. Salud, salud, salud. Sorry about that, guys. That might have been work, but not right now. Got anything planned, Emma, for your birthday? Anything interesting, crazy, fun, off the wall? Maybe, I don't know, golf. I would I didn't do anything for my birthday, honestly. I think we were at the ranch. I had a couple of fellow rancher friends that are out there. They came over and hung out. My pops was there because me and my pops have the same birthday. So we celebrated our birthday together out at the ranch. And oh yeah, we got the cabin delivered. That's right. We got the cabin delivered that weekend on my birthday. So what we did was we did a whole lot of clearing and marking and leveling, and then grilled. We grilled our butts off, made all the food we could, and then we indulged ourselves in some adult beverages. Couldn't beat it. What's going on, Josh? Thank you for stopping in, Josh Homesteader. How you been, man? Well, Emma says, I took off the day, slept in, went to my favorite taqueria for lunch, and got frozen custard and took a nap. Wait, hold on. You went to your favorite taqueria and then got frozen custard? Not frozen margarita? Well, you rebel, you. You rebel. No, but that does sound like a good time. Just like Annie Ann just said. I'm like I said, anytime that you can just take off and just have for you, just relax, that's always a good time. Oh, you may go out and garden in a bit, huh? What? All right, make sure make sure there's no critters trying to get at your stuff. Why not? Hey, why not's in the house? How's it going? Thank you for stopping in. I know. See, you just there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just seen you drop in right now. Thank you for stopping in. We appreciate it. So, what we were talking about a minute ago was the shenanigans that happened after the cameras cut off, right? So, we ended up having the dogs, got the dogs off the leashes, and I had one leash interlinked between the two big dogs, and that giant, well, it was a giant cable leash, and I had that ran through my hitch so they could sit back there without having to be restricted down. And unfortunately, the park makes us, we're supposed to have our animals on leashes, but anytime they see Lola, they just go, oh, cute little stuffed animal, and go about their way. Well, with the big dogs, you can't do that. So we had the one leash on them. So I loosened the leash from the hitch, and one was going to the water, chug a warn, the other one was trying to get underneath the truck. And I ended up slipping and falling in the water. Then they both wrapped around me and drug me in the water because they both went. It was, yeah, that's how it started. And then we whipped out the punch. We really got into the punch. And that sugar-free punch, boy, I tell you, when it kicked in, it kicked in. We had a good time, though. We had a real good time. Oh, okay. Josh says, getting close to summer planting for the late fall harvest. Man, you got to get those beds prepared, bud. Got to get those beds prepared. We'll probably be there next year. We were trying to get a lot of that done this year. My dad did get some stuff done. Chach got a couple of things that she really wanted, decorative-wise, planted, but we didn't build the beds or really focus on any of the vegetation that we wanted to, just because what happened in May kind of really put us all on our backs. My pops was out there full time. We're out there part time. I mean, he was going through, having to deal. He was in the storm when it happened. We caught the beginning of it, and then we caught the aftermath. So when he was out there, he got the brunt force of it. It tore up some stuff around our property. One of the neighbors down the road, they left. They were gone for a whole month. It ripped the roof off their house. They were gone. I just seen them last weekend over there with some help, either family members or some other friends packing up. So I don't know if they're even going to stay on that property anymore in that house. Who knows? But I mean, other ranchers lost cattle. I mean, there was some damage. And so at that point, it was kind of like, what we did already have planted and everything from April was gone. And we were just, we'll wait. We'll wait till next year to get it all going. Yeah, and that's a big thing about being out there. And the storm that hit Rancho Los Rosales is a storm that came from where we were at. It moved south of us, and that was a huge storm. And that was a big thing. Is the common misconception is that's what happens to us all the time. It really doesn't. We do have a lot of wind storms that come through. We do have some hard thunderstorms, but over a year and a half now, I think we've only had two major storms hit us, and one was a tornado. Like the very first month we bought the property, there was a tornado that hit us while we were out there. And it touched down about 30 mile. Well, yeah, about 30 miles. That would be east of us, and we caught all the other bad stuff from it. So, but for the most part, it's nice and breezy, or it won't be breezy. The next thing you know, the windstorm comes through and blows a bunch of stuff down that's not tied down, and then it's gone. So we love it, though. We do love it out there. Two old people on the couch. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in. We were just talking about how everything was blown away at the ranch as far as our vegetation and everything. Annie Ann says, I was watching Pathways Homestead earlier and a crop dust flew over their house and killed every. Yeah, that's crazy, right? That's kind of the. Okay, so we get some of that too. The good thing, the positive about our property, we have a lot of trees and a lot of mesquite trees at that. So it does cut back on a lot of the dust storms that come through from the other ranching lands that's surrounding us and some of the cleared out hunting properties. But most of it, yeah, that's just crazy how that stuff happens. And we're lucky to we were able to make it through that and didn't experience too much of a loss. Well, hey, what's going on, Troy? Bar Run Forge in the house. Thank you for stopping in. Can't stay long. Hey, that's all right, man. We appreciate you coming in. Oh yeah, two old people on the couch says, I understand. We live in Oklahoma. My town is home of the largest tornadoes. Yeah, see, that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to purchase property out in Oklahoma. Um, was just, I mean, I've been out more. I was out more when that tornado, the big one, hit out there. I was actually packing up a friend uh, who was living out there at the time when that hit, and we were trying to relocate him, and that's when that whole storm happened. Family members have a ranch out in Ida, Oklahoma, that got hit not a few years ago. It's been almost a decade now, but yeah, they had a ranch that got hit out there, and it pretty much rocked them financially. So we kind of decided to steer away from the tornado, the mid section of Tornado Alley, I should say. Right, Josh? Tornadoes are lame, always messing up stuff. You know, it, I guess it's just where we are located. That whole Tornado Alley area, we just get a lot of those high winds. The temperature, the cold, and the heat just mixes and makes a perfect storm for us. And I didn't experience tornadoes until I came to Texas because we're in California. We had earthquakes and stuff, and we'd wake up or we'd be asleep and an earthquake would happen. Like, okay, no big deal. Unless it's one of those big ones that hit. But it was like I came out here, and then this was like, it's in the early '80s, and next thing I know, we were in where we were at. We were living in Wiley, Texas, and we had already been here a few years. We moved from Dallas to Wiley, where my pops was working, and this was like in the early '90s when that tornado hit through downtown Wiley. Well, old downtown Wiley, and it tore our house up in there. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. I'd never seen it. That was like a life altering event in my mind as a kid. I was just, wow, that got me. And I was like, man, from now on, it was just one of those things like, what was that? How can I avoid it? And what do we need to do? And I was like, no, I don't want to ever want to be back in Texas again because, you're going to blow away if you live in Texas. At least in California, I mean, if we're going to sink or end up in the ground, I mean, we have a little bit more warning, but just like people that don't live in California don't understand that the earthquakes aren't really what the media makes them seem until you get those huge ones. Same thing here in Texas or Tornado Alley. They're not that bad until we get those huge ones. So, hey, take what you can get, live and let live, right? Emma says my cousin just had a tornado touchdown in her neighborhood outside of Chicago. That doesn't surprise me because I have been into Chicago and those winds are bone chillingly. They're rough. That's all I can say. They're rough. But that's crazy. I That's crazy. And I'm glad, and now I'm sitting here. Now I'm reimagining some of these events that happened. But Emma, I'm glad that their house was spared because I've seen the devastation of what those things can do, and the loss of life and everything. I've seen it firsthand, having to go through that stuff. I have been in several tornadoes in my lifetime, several damaging ones too. Believe it or not, I rode a motorcycle through one that hit Dallas. I don't know, about 5 years ago. It was the one that hit downtown Dallas and tore downtown up. I was actually riding home on the tollway when that hit, right in that same location. So that was interesting. That was interesting to say the least. You'd rather, and he answers, she'd much rather have tornadoes than hurricanes. You know, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Because I have I have experienced hurricanes, and it wasn't even in California. It's crazy. I experienced hurricanes and um, in South Carolina and Myrtle Beach. I also experienced hurricanes in Florida. I was on St. Pete's Beach working. It was like 2016. I don't know if you guys remember they had that big storm that came through. I was there, stuck on a bridge. I was stuck on 275. Now, if you guys are familiar with the Tampa Bay area and Florida, there's 60 and there's 275. These are like 10-mile long bridges across the open Gulf right there. So they connect Tampa to the smaller islands. And I was stuck on those on those bridges during the storm. I can laugh now, but man, I tell you, I was puckering. I was on the phone with Chach, like, hey, I might not make it. I might get washed away into the ocean because the water was coming up. No one was able to get off. Yeah, it was not fun. So yeah, I'd rather be in a tornado. You're right. At least we can go under the ground and hide out. There was no getting away from that hurricane. I tell you, that was some scary stuff. You see, yeah, tornadoes can hit a mile away, and you can even know it. Yeah, yeah, hurricane. Yeah, back to the hurricanes, right, Josh? Yeah, 100 miles away, no doubt. So I was in Myrtle Beach, guys. This was 2017 at this time. This was a year after the Florida one. Um, and I was working in Myrtle Beach on an acquisition. So I was doing server work for the company I was with, and that hurricane hit. I had to jump into my vehicle, drive all the way to Raleigh, North Carolina, in order to catch a flight because South Carolina was shut down. And I literally drove all the way to Raleigh, North Carolina to catch a flight out so I wouldn't get caught in the storm. And it hit almost all the way up to Raleigh. That's how crazy that was. I said, two old people on the couch said, yes, Annie Ann. I lived in the house and grew up in, lived in the house I grew up in, this house, and have been here a long time. Yeah, I wish we still had our old house in California. It'd be worth a lot of money right now. Well, it was a ranch house, and if you guys know anything about the farming community in the '80s, what happened to a lot of the ranchers out there? Yeah, just it wasn't good. A lot of people lost their livelihoods, their homes, their everything. Son, hey, Emma says I've been through earthquakes and tornado weather. I'd pick earthquake over tornado. Yeah, yeah, Emma. Well, I mean, you're from Cali, you're from SoCal, so I get where your mindset is. Because, yeah, yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. Now, the hurricanes, though, that's a whole different beast. But yeah, I'll take an earthquake over a tornado. Because just get out into an open field, man. That's all you got to do. Get away from anything that's going to fall, crush, impale, explode, and you're good. You're good. Stop watching those movies like San Andreas Fall or whatever that, where the whole entire, state, completely destroys and falls. Yeah, it doesn't happen like that. Oh, why not says I seen twin tornadoes when I was younger. We didn't have a shelter, so we walked to the police station 2 or 3 blocks east of us. There was one tornado north of us, a few blocks south of us. Wow, that's kind of scary. You're basically surrounded by tornadoes. Yeah, I'm glad you guys made it through that one. No, yeah, that's some crazy, scary stuff. Josh was in the tsunami. Hold on. Let me wait. I was in a tsunami when temporarily stationed in Okinawa and they closed the oh man. And you couldn't buy booze of all things. Come on. Shut everything down and you couldn't even get a drink. Oh, that was bad. What do we got in here? Oh, Country Mama Musings. Lisa, thank you for stopping in. You're not late at all. You were right on time. Thank you for coming in. Oh, you said you take a tornado over an earthquake any day? I don't know. I don't know. I've been in both. So I don't know. I've been a category 5 um, uh, earthquake and I've been in an F4 tornado. And I will take the earthquake. I will take the earthquake. Hey, what's going on? Robertson Billy Acres. Waka Waka. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Emma says we don't get hurricanes in the Midwest, so I don't even consider them. But Missouri has a fault on the eastern side with the largest earthquake ever recorded. Yeah, those fault lines can be interesting to be around. We started experiencing earthquakes around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex because of all the fracking going on a few years ago. I don't know, it made national news, but we actually started having earthquakes here. They were minor earthquakes, so it freaked everybody out. But we'd sit here and you'd feel the rumble and you'd hear it, and it would break gas lines, and that's really what the biggest the biggest contribution to the earthquake fear here was, it would rupture gas lines and stuff like that. And so it would cause explosions, or it was like, oh no, Texas is going to crumble. No, it's just all the fracking and everything just caused a lot of those. They created pockets and those pockets started collapsing. So hopefully they got that taken care of. And he says, earthquakes scare me to death. I can hide from a tornado. That's true. You can hide from a tornado, but you can also run from an earthquake. Josh said Marines will tolerate any natural disaster like it's a sunny day if we haven't drink during it. Hoorah, sir. Hoorah. You got that right. Oh, man. Let's see. Annie Ann says, yeah, we had earthquakes here too several years ago. It was like the first time I'd ever felt one. Yeah, if you've never been in an earthquake and you actually get a chance to experience one, especially the lower level ones on the Richter scale, they trip you out because it's just strong enough to cause a panic, but not strong enough to really cause damage. So when you start seeing stuff move and vibrate around you and you can feel it, you think like something's about to implode, explode, land on you. You don't know. And then it just kind of dies off. Or you get the aftershocks. The aftershocks are the ones that really get you. So if you have those extremely big ones, the category 5, 6, 7s, and then you get those aftershocks. Those aftershocks can be category 4s, category 5s still. And those will come, it can come 30 minutes, an hour, or so later, and it can come multiple. It's just crazy how that works out. At least with the tornadoes, when them bad boys hit, they hit, do their thing, and duck out. So I get it. Hey, what's going on, Sip and Jam? Thank you for stopping in. Hey, Brenda Baker, what's going on? Thank you for stopping on in. Appreciate having you. We're just talking about natural disasters and how they scare us. So, yeah, some of those things that I can talk about since Chacha's feeling under the weather in the room. And if I talk about those things, then she'll have nightmares all night and think that we're experiencing all of them. So at least I get to say this now. Oh, Annie, you woke up wondering why your bed was shaking. Yes, that was. I don't want to say it was an everyday occurrence in California when I was growing up there, but it did happen a lot more than I should say it was frequent enough to be used to it. That's pretty much it. Was just frequent enough to be used to it. Oh, Emma, yeah. Emma says earthquakes are crazy. Like when you feel the type of movement, rolling or back and forth. I've experienced. Yes, Emma. Yes, that is crazy. Your equilibrium gets thrown. And that anybody that watches those, what is it, the end of the world movies where they see like the earthquakes happening, like why don't you run and jump over the thing, and you can, guys, your equilibrium gets thrown because the gravitational pull changes. The ground beneath you shifts. It throws your equilibrium off. Your senses heighten, or we go that the fight or flight kicks in, and it just your whole body can. If you're not used to it or have been through it, your body can shut down in fright, and I've seen that happen. It's crazy. Bland's Promised Land. What's going on, guys? How's how's the land out there? How's the swamp? Did you guys get all that dried up yet? Ours ours finally cleared out. We were still a little mushy after all the storms for about a week, but as of last weekend, our land's completely dried back out, rock hard clay and stuff again as usual. Oh, you guys had a small quake in Maryland a few years back, huh? No, it was, yeah, and that's what we were talking about. Those smaller ones are the ones that really will freak you out because when the big ones hit, you know it's there, and it's I mean you know it's time to roll. But when the small ones hit, they always catch you off guard or by surprise because you go, what was that? And you kind of let your fears kind of tick in at that point. Yeah, it's crazy earthquakes. All right, swamp is dry. Eric actually went for a run tonight, so I'll be headed out to the garden to water soon. Nice, awesome. Yeah, like I said, ours finally dried out last week, and we gotten pummeled by so much rain out there, and especially where our land is. Since they just redid the dirt roads. They added more clay gravel mixture, and it just tapered off to where the water would fall right into our property. So we had to deal with all of that. Yeah, quakes. Yeah, that is true. Quakes are unusual for Maryland. That's weird how that happened. So I'm sure it freaked you guys out for sure. Oh, Country Mama says our farm was hit by a tornado in the '60s. We lost our barn to straight line wind 2 years ago. Still preferred to earthquakes. Yeah, well, like I said, I've been in hurricane, I've been in tornadoes, I've been in earthquakes. I prefer not to experience any one of them, but I'll take the earthquake because I mean, we had training in schools and stuff on how to handle. Just like I think, do they still do that here in the tornado alley where they have like the kids learn how to duck in corridors and do all that training and stuff? We did all that type of stuff for the earthquakes back in the '80s, where for up in Cali where we were at. Oh, you're so glad it's dry now. I can do without the rain, the swamp, right? It's been overcast today. Well, yeah, it was earlier over here too, but now the sun's out. Hold on, let me see. I think did I miss one? Hey, Yogi, thank you for stopping on in. Appreciate you. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. We're just talking about natural disasters and how we would choose one over the other, preferably one over the other, to suit our fears. Hey, Paul Honeyman, thanks for coming in, bud. Appreciate it. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. Emma, you're right. Tornadoes, you never know where they're going to hit. If it's an earthquake, you pretty much have a pretty good idea. Um, but like the tornado that hit us actually shifted, and this is the one that was recent out by our property. It was in line with us. We had the weather radio was going off, and it was like seek cover immediately, and we were right in its dead path, and the storm was coming. We had horizontal rain. I mean, it was crazy. Next thing you know, everything shifted, literally just shifted, and it passed like 30 miles to the east of us, just like that, and just wrecked everything through Coleman and all that. I was like, man, that's crazy. Well, yeah, that's crazy how tornadoes can do that. Yeah, well, you do get tornado warnings, but sometimes those warnings fail. They don't. They don't really like the one that happened to us in the '90s in Wiley. That whole tornado warning system failed epically failed, and that town suffered. It suffered heavily for that, and I mean, they had to rebuild a lot of that town. So you never know. Our tornado warning system here malfunctioned. What is it? Last year, I think, when we were here, or is it a year before that when the tornadoes hit, and our stuff wasn't even going off. We were hearing the next town over's tornado sirens, and that's how we knew. And then, of course, we were watching. We had the weather station up live and everything, so we knew it was coming at that point. But if you were just laying there in bed, because it was already like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, if you were prepared or weren't up and aware of it, yeah, you would have had no warning because none of our alarms went off, and it was a big thing in the news. They went over how all these grids failed when it came to the alarms for the tornado sirens going off, and everybody's pointing fingers, and yeah, Texas. Hey, Judy Plaster, thank you for stopping on in. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you coming in. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me look back here through this chat here, guys. It's 90 in Northern California and Butte County. Uh-oh, we have Butte County in the house. All right. I didn't know you were in Butte County, Judy. Awesome. I'm from NorCal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Up there. I know that. I know that county very well. I'm from the 530. If you guys don't know, now you know the 530, baby. Oh, man. Yeah. I used to love hanging out in Butte when we were younger. All right. Also, upon him, we just got home from work and stopped to eat, so we were catching a little bit of YouTube before we got done. Thank you, Robertson Bailey Acres, Rachel, and Rusty Dusty, as Chacha likes to say, for stopping in, giving us a little bit of your time. For those of you that just getting in, yeah, Chacha is a little under the weather, so she's laying down in the room right now. So sorry, no Chacha today, but I do have a space holder for Chacha, her squishy. But hopefully she'll be better here in the next day or so. She'll be on the next week's live. What? I am a trained spotter for the NW. Oh, okay. Call live. Let's see. One day I will learn how to spell. Today is not that day. Hey, don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us and the worst of us. Yes, Yogi. Thank you. Smash that like button. Appreciate it, guys. That does help out. Um, yeah, this algorithm thing is kind of weird. I'm also doing certifications for Google too, and a lot of this algorithm stuff is something that I'm learning. Interesting, very interesting. All right, Emma said, Grandma picked up the girls for the week, so Matt and I are going out for drinks in a bit. All right, see, there you go. Forget going to the garden. You're going to the bar. Oh. I got you. Yes, thanks, Paul. Yes, speedy recovery to that lady in there. Yeah, she's like I said. I think it's mainly her. It's going to be like her sinuses and stuff because allergies are kicking in. The weather, the drastic weather change we've been having. She's like feeling good, then she's not, and she's feeling good. She's all stopped up and laid out. She's like, I really don't want to bum anybody out by being on the live. I'm not feeling good, so she went and laid down. And I don't know if you guys can tell from the raspiness and my voice, a little a little bit myself, but that mainly has to do with me yelling at all my end users about downloading Groupon on their freaking uh, computer, their business computers and laptops. Not to do that stuff. Don't do it. That's how you get viruses. uh, yeah, I think Emma's going to drink one for all of us, Annie Ann. That's exactly what she's going to do. Ooh, you got it right. I think that's Rachel on it, right? Drinks are drinks. Drinks is what I'm talking about. Drinks is when you know you have a day to recover or two. Drinks is like what I'm doing. It's the drinks. Uh-oh. What we got here? Oh, okay. I was like, what are we reading? I was okay. You guys are talking back and forth. All right. Hey, Cat Fur, Kitten Britches. What's going on, Cat Fur? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate ya. It doesn't look like tea. That's because it's not tea. It's lemonade. Lemonade. That tea is it's in the cooler in the truck. That stuff from this weekend. Whoa! I had one cup and I was wow. What do you expect? You know, I was first time I've ever seen it, and the guy was like, "Well, hey, it's new. We haven't really tried it, but if you want, it's on sale. Cool. All right. Well, I picked it up. Whoa. Mm, mm-mm. Yeah, Yogi Pollen and dust are crazy. Uh, the last time, oh God, when was the last time I was at Sturgis when I rode through the Dakotas? 2016, 2017. I think it was 2017. Yeah, I got hay fever out there. Yes, allergies have been a mess for us here too. Like 6 out of 7 kids have been hit with nasty allergy symptoms. Oh man, sorry to hear that. Hopefully they get to feeling better soon. Because yeah, weird thing about Texas that's yeah, the pollen count and everything. These allergies out here are crazy. These trees like throwing their stuff at us. Mm. That's right, Jan. It's Emma's birthday and she do what she won't. What kind of tea? Why not? It's called Uptown Classic. I don't know. I have a new liquor store that opened up a couple months up the street from my house, and so I'm a pretty frequent buyer from those guys because I like to give liquor away as gifts, and I'm a connoisseur of some different type of scotches and stuff. So he was just sitting there and got this batch, and I'm like, hey, I'm looking for something for the lake, something refreshing, low in sugars, if no sugar at all. But I can sip it and be okay. He's like, well, we got this that just got in, and I'll give you a good deal on it if you pick it up with the rest of the bottles that you're picking up. I'm like, all right, cool, sure, why not? No harm, no foul. Woohoo, woohoo, man! It was good. Don't get me wrong. It's like a lemon tea, and it tastes good, but it's got this aftertaste that just sticks with you, and it's just kind of like uh, uh, and you got to kind of let that sip sit for a minute before you take the next one. So, or you just go to Pound Town and hope you don't fall down the rabbit hole. Oh man, Emma, just keep your clothes on. Uh oh. Don't threaten her with a good time. Yeah. All right, let me scroll back up here. I think I missed a few. Oh, okay. Samson just settled down. Well, I'm glad you're able to at least hear my raspy voice right now. So thank you very much. Oh, Blance, you never had allergies till you came to Texas? Me neither. When I came to Texas, I hadn't experienced humidity, and I hadn't experienced. I didn't. I had never experienced allergies until I got here. So I was sick. I got a respiratory infection, and I was dehydrated, all in the same time. Funny how that worked out, but yeah, now it's just kind of like, kind of getting used to it. Now I don't really have allergies. The tea that James is drinking, you can run a generator with. Yes. Yeah. Pretty much what it tasted like. It tasted like somebody took the shine that I make and poured it into a cup of tea. It was young. That's the way that we discuss. We explain how that taste is. It's considered a young brew. Oof, boy, it was not even adolescence. It was baby. It was baby young. And yes, I didn't have allergies till I moved to Oklahoma. See, it's something about this strip, right? That's crazy how that worked out. No allergies for me either until we moved to Missouri. See, Emma, that's the thing. I don't know because you're from SoCal, so you guys, you're. I don't want to say your climate was a little bit more tropical than ours, but I mean, we had that northern mountain air up there, so it's pretty brisk most of the year. And then when the heat hit, you just got that heat, but it wasn't a dry heat. And a lot of people are like, what do you mean? You have to experience the difference of heat from California to Texas. That humidity kicks in and you feel it. Brandon Baker says the allergies in Oklahoma have been triple crazy this year. I wonder if it's just something going around this year, guys, with the way that the weather's been. Because yeah, allergies have kicked up a lot everywhere. I got to go work in the garden. Love y'all. Leave your live running. All right. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Rachel and Dusty Rusty. You guys go handle up in that garden, man. And thank you guys for stopping in. Have a good night. Yogi, you got to run too? Okay. Well, thanks for coming in, showing that love. We appreciate you. Go do what you got to do and have a good night. You got cedar fever, Jan? Ooh, yeah. Oh, the like the headaches and what is it? Like migraines. I mean, I still get migraines, but did you have that? Oh, Emma says she heard from her doctor that allergy meds aren't working as well for people. Yeah, because they dumped all the financing into the COVID vaccine. Sorry, guys, I had to do it. uh, all those placebos they're throwing at everybody. You get a sugar pill. You get a sugar pill. You get a sugar pill. Take that sugar pill. Big pharma for you, man. Big farm. Oh, Brenda Baker says we have lots of cedar on our place, so it's made it really bad here. Oh man, that I can only imagine. Judy Plaster says Northern California has more of a dry food, where Texas, no state has more of a humidity. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's and we that's what those are the words we use to explain it. But until you experience it, people really don't quite grasp what we're talking about. It's like you gotta experience it. It's like how can you? It's 100 and freaking 30 out there in NorCal. We got droughts for decades. Then you come here and it's like we shrivel up and our hair just goes. Especially I got the long hair, so my hair goes like that. And as soon as I step outside, I'm automatically just drenched. It's weird. See, Emma, I think I built up a tolerance over the years being here. I really don't get many allergic reactions to anything. Now, hay fever is one of the ones that still will kind of get me, especially because I'm dealing with a lot of ranches and stuff like that. Every now and then, it'll just get stuck, and I'll get those swollen glands and stuff like that, the headaches. But for the most part, I don't get any of that anymore. I'm just lucky, I guess. Brenda Baker says she believes Emma because this stuff was always working before this year. Uh, man, who knows what they're doing, or if they change the dosage, milligrams on those dosages, who knows? Or maybe it's just the body's starting to get tolerant, or it's a different type of allergen this year than what it was last year. And you have to find something to combat that. Who knows? I mean, it could be any of those things. Paul, you ain't got to behave for me. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. And he has like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh man. Hi, Biddy Boo. How's it going? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you coming in. Sorry if I missed you there a second ago. Like I said, I got a new LED setup since the animals destroyed the last setup, and this one's a little bit brighter, so it kind of gives me a little glare. All right. Okay, Annie Ann says, yeah, I think I built up a tolerance to my allergy meds. Um, that was something that I was actually researching. Annie Ann, as you're talking about that, it's funny that you're used. Well, not funny, but it's a coincidence you just brought that up because since the liver does filter out a lot of that, um, it builds up those tolerances to things. So you do have to double down on those dosages, and that all has to do with the liver and how the liver's processing that. I was with my doctors talking about this stuff. Um, it's crazy how that stuff works, how the body works. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all that you're building up a tolerance to medication. Betty Boo says, "Going good, hon. How are you? We are good. Well, I'm doing fine. The doggies are laying here. Chutch, she's actually in the bed right now, not feeling too good. A little under the weather, due from like allergies and stuff. But yeah, we're good. We are good here. Can't wait for the weekend. Can't get here any faster." And he says, "Yeah, I'm watching you, Paul." Paul says she only puts me in timeout if I don't. Oh man. All right. Why not? You said, what did you say? This year my allergies make me feel dry-eyed and heavy heated. Ooh, yeah, that's not a good combination. Not at all. Um, and that's what happens when I get the hay fever kicks in. I get the dry, irritated, itchy eyes, and then I just kind of get congested and like some light headaches. But yeah, it's no fun. No fun at all. Brenda Bacon said he can't behave. Paul says, "Shh, Brenda, I can." Emma says, "The liver. Maybe I should take it easy tonight." Nah, it's your birthday. You do what you want. Enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Remember, everything in moderation, guys. Everything in moderation. We're okay at that point. Everything in moderation. One night of debauchery is not going to kill your liver. 30, 40 years of it, yeah, that'll get you. Yeah, thanks, Betty Boo. Yeah, she, like I said, she's just a little under the weather, so she just really didn't want to be in front of the camera, kind of droopy, and just didn't have the energy that she normally wants to present to everybody. So she just went ahead and laid down. Thank you. I'll let her know, though, guys. I do appreciate all the well wishes for Chacha. We'll definitely let her know, or I'll tell her just to watch this review and see what she missed out, because she's supposed to be singing Emma a birthday song. You hear that, babe? You're supposed to sing Emma a birthday song. I don't know if she heard me, but I probably woke her up. That's right, Emma. Treat yourself. Oh, Brenda Baker, this last month, my eyes have watered and ran so bad it looks like I've been crying all day. Oh, that's not good. You get that handkerchief look when you walk around with the handkerchief and constantly dabbing. Oof, that makes my eyes water, because I know exactly how that feels when that does happen. Oh, oh, yep. Thank you, Annie Ann. It is already 7:00. All right, guys. I do want to thank everybody for stopping in and hanging out with me. But yes, come on, Homestead is about to go live, or it's already 7:02, so he should be going live here any moment. If he already isn't, I'm going to go ahead and get off, finish up this drink, and jump onto his live. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know it's only half of the party minus the Cha-Cha over here, but she will be better and back next week. So we'll be both back on Wednesday, and we'll be a little chipper, and I'll have somebody to badger while we're sitting here talking to you guys live. So thank you guys once again. Always a pleasure having everybody here. Till next time, guys. Let's talk about it.